Okay, give me a investigation check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 bodies.
Ginko he's not at all like he's not gonna search. He's just sitting with his little chipmunk, just playing
on the corpse,
covered in blood.
Fair enough.
He has no idea to cover. What's the check?
9.
You got a 9. You just looting the one corpse.
Oh, is it my rolling problem?
I don't know who's looting which corpse.
I guess I would loot the one that I was right next to start with.
Okay.
With the sword and all that.
Yeah,
the fancy sword.
The big goblin or whatever.
Okay. You gonna loot Tina's lunch?
Yeah, if there's anything to loot.
Okay. So roll for Tina's lunch.
11.
What did you roll? Sorry.
15.
Talk with your mouth full, please. So you find obviously the fancy schmancy staff. It appears to be just wood as you pick it up.
Okay.
But there's probably something else going on there.
Seems maybe magical.
No.
Okay. You have detect magic.
You find a large battle axe. It's not very high quality, and like 4 or 5 gold and a key.
A key?
Yep. You find
Not much.
Yeah. You find a magical, like, piece of metal about yay long.
Okay.
It looks like it's just like a flat piece of metal, but it everything there on the ground seems clean, except for that one little thing that seems to be like sitting there where Tina was sitting. You find a tooth that has somehow got stuck to your hand.
Okay.
As you are playing with the chipmunk.
Okay.
Quickly, as you guys are kind of like rummaging through the bodies, one of the carnies, I can't remember her name. Let me see the cards you got there.
Nala?
Not Nala. It is Zara. Zara runs up, and she had been tending to the kids, and she says, these kids just escaped from those orcs. They seem to have an encampment just outside of town, and there's a bunch more kids there, and some creatures that have been locked up. Would you guys be willing to go do a good deed for the town while we pitch up camp here?
I would be.
Is the town willing to pay for us to do this good deed?
1 second, let me go find out. And she scampers away. Min is just kind of sitting there, like, watching this, and he slowly trots over to you and says, what kind of recompense would you need for such a good deed?
God, okay, in this world, what is the usual going rate for a mercenary?
I mean, it depends on the scale of the job, right?
Sure.
I mean, it could be...
My character would know this.
Yeah. So, given the information that you have right now, how big of a job do you think this would be on a scale from like 1 to 100? 100 being
like that dragon that we fought.
Yeah, like killing a dragon or taking this stupid box that can't be fast traveled.
Bane of my existence. 100. So those orcs didn't they seem to go down pretty easy from my perspective. So I would probably say, without really knowing much else, probably like a 20.
Okay.
Like, they didn't seem super well equipped. One of them was, but
Okay, so we'll say 200 gold
okay,
would be a decent rate for something like this.
all right.
So you say 200?
200 gold.
You sure you don't want to ask for more?
Yeah,
If 200 is the fair rate, what would you ask for?
Is that just for you, or is that for the whole party?
that's the question. I don't know.
Maybe per merc.
Okay. I feel like 200 gold per is fine.
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to hash out logistics.
She comes back to us and she's like, "So we're getting 100 each."
Yeah, exactly. It's the best I could get. I'm sorry.
I'll divvy it up at the end, okay?
The Carnival could pay for 800 gold for taking care of such a disturbance.
I mean, as long as I get paid, I don't really care where the money's coming from. The job's a job as far as I'm concerned.
We'll give you 800 gold if you kill these perpetrators.
Sure. What's your stake in this?
Management does not like the little ones to be harmed.
Interesting. All right.
Can we keep the animals or whatever they have?
Management, bring back a couple animals, help offset the cost, and we're good.
Okay.
Ginko's like, all the animals.
I'm
Screw the kids. We're getting all the animals.
The staff that
Yeah, I'd pass it on to you. Doesn't.
Is it a quarter staff or is it like a magical staff?
It is a magical quarterstaff,
Magical quarter staff.
but something about the magic seems to be locked.
You got a key.
Not that kind of lock.
The key just like, oh, look at that! Okay.
It is. You can tell that there's an enchantment on it, but something about the nature of the enchantment obscures its details.
Does it look like something I could possibly use?
I mean, you could totally use it. It would be a magical +3 item.
Dang.
Well, it's better than the staff I have now. It's for +2.
Yep.
Ginko's gonna very cautiously walk over to Otter. He sees this tooth. I don't know if it's a human-shaped tooth or a fang.
I mean, it's an orc.
Orc.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's gonna pull it out. It's a little painful, but he starts to hold it up to any teeth he sees hanging off Otter, and he's trying to like match it to see if it like did this come from him or is this a But he's also like.
So explain Clarice, because you haven't done that yet.
Oh, no,
God.
no. Wait, yeah, I'll explain Clarice in due time. So, okay,
I'm
so
scared.
So
okay.
you go ahead. As you are having this conversation, Zara brings the kids over and starts talking to you, kind of giving you directions. Go ahead.
All right, so Ginko comes up to me and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, that was cool. You turned into like this wolf thing, and you had a tail."
He's got a puzzled look on his face.
Yeah.
He doesn't really fully understand what you're talking about.
I'm like, "Dude, you fit right in. You like animals. I like animals. I'm from the forest. Da da da. You know." I'm excited. I go, you've already met Dolly. You met Tina. Could I introduce you to my sister? No. I have a
Missing a hand.
sister. Her name's Clarice. She's right
I
here.
think we better than
And
It's out there.
he pulls back the cloak, and where his stomach is a giant mouth. And he's like, "Clarice, this is it Gecko? Ginkgo? Gecko? What? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he's a good guy. And then the mouth opens, and like you just see all teeth and whatnot. Uh-oh.
I need to get the new hat.
There you go.
As the teeth are exposed, Ginko takes that tooth again, and again sheepishly holds it up kind of the mouth, like to see, like,
Yeah.
does it look like it came out of this?
I'm like, did you get an orc tooth there? Oh, it looks like one.
It's in my
Good
hand.
job. Yeah, keep that. That's a keeper. That's what we call a keeper. But anyways,
He feels a little bit more comfortable with that. How you're acting. Still a little paranoid with the doll, the stomach that has a mouth. He's like, all right, we don't have to be so afraid. And then he'll put the tooth away.
I'm like, do you like bugs?
Bugs, right?
Huh?
Bugs, yes. Bugs.
I love bugs too. What's your favorite bug?
All,
Like, what would be your favorite?
all.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, so as you guys are having this conversation, you direct the group.
Yeah, like as they're talking, I'm just like shepherding them
Yep.
along. Come on, guys, we gotta-
So you head out into the woods, and the directions that you were given were pretty vague. They came from a little kid who was running away.
Mhm.
But there is a like footpath that they kind of used, and you, without really that much problem, managed to follow the path into the woods, where there is a little bit of a rocky protrusion of a cave, right? Like almost like the ground here is relatively flat. Like, how do I say this? It's a lot like Minnesota ground. Like there's not a lot of like large boulders. There's not a lot of like cliff face hills. But there's one that like you're walking along this path and all of a sudden you see like this cliff faced hill or large boulder that has a cave in it. And that matches the description of where you were headed.
Okay. I think this is it, gang. What's the plan here? There's 4 of us, right?
Excuse me?
Is that Otter or Dolly asking the question?
That's Otter.
Okay, Otter, please go ahead.
All right. How about we have Dolly go in first,
Mm-hmm.
give us a once over.
Mm-hmm.
If she's spotted, she falls down and looks like one of the kids dropped a doll. And
Yeah, okay. I doubt the kids here have dolls on it, but continue.
all right, we'll see. Yeah,
Sure, do all the doll reconnaissance.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? Unless we just want to go gangbusters and go reckless and just start shooting things up.
I'm a little hesitant to go gangbusters and we don't know what we're running into. So yeah, go ahead, send your ring.
All right. So yeah, he's talking to Dolly, whispering. Okay. All right. Go in. And, she takes off, going in. I don't think we have a.
Does Dolly walk on her own? Okay. All right.
So I put it down and.
Again, everything's just a slight disturbing to Ginko. Like,
It's all news to the rest of us,
what
unfortunately.
the hell?
Okay, so is Dolly just going to walk or is Dolly going to sneak?
Well, Dolly's just gonna walk.
Okay, so you periodically hear the sound of like a clattering stone as Dolly is making her way kind of down this like slightly trodden path.
Well, I imagine it's pretty dark out.
It is pretty dark out at this point. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. Going through the cave, it is pitch black. You do not. Does Dolly have night vision?
I do.
But you're using Dolly's eyes.
Yeah, that's a good question.
But if you can see in the dark and you're looking through the eyes of somebody who
Has
can't see in
blind
the dark,
sense?
wouldn't you be able to see?
Oh, good question.
I look at it as like a camera. I'm looking at a picture of what a camera can see. If the camera doesn't have night vision.
But if you have
I
night
have,
vision,
oh, yeah. Crap, this is a.
if you have night vision
Right.
goggles looking at a camera that
Yeah,
doesn't,
when I see stuff or when I
It doesn't say.
don't know. That's a good question.
It just says dark sense 20 feet.
So
Or blind sense. I'm sorry.
blind sense. So she knows what is around her for a 20-foot radius, but she can't see unless it's lit.
If she like screams to do echolocation, I want that to be how it works. Good stealth, Dolly. Good job. They don't know we're here.
Witch's wail just
This guy who does skits, and he's like, but it's like being best friends with a bat. And he like walks into the room, his two friends are sitting on the couch, and he like screams real loud. And then he like takes it, oh, what's up, Matt? What's up, John? And like walks over and like high fives him.
Okay, so we have a little red peg for Dolly here somewhere.
Oh, here.
Okay. So Dolly is right here.
Okay.
So Dolly gets, what's the distance on your control with Dolly? It is not infinite.
Good question. Moves 25 feet a turn, but my control over it doesn't say.
Should be in the neighborhood of like 60 to 100 feet.
Yeah, I imagine so.
So you are outside of the cave,
Mhm.
and she can get to about the distance of your perception,
Okay.
unless you want to move in closer. But as you've gone through that first bit, like there's nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so Otter's going to sneak and get somewhat close to the cave entrance.
To the entrance. Okay.
Mhm.
As you sneak closer to the cave entrance, what you find is
More cave.
as you get to about right there, you see that there is. Wait, I think I have one of these. I've got models everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. No.
I think Otter and Ginko were talking for a long time.
So you okay, if that's the way you want to play it, yes, you can. We'll say yes then.
I mean, I could heal myself.
So are we saying yes or no? Because I'm not bad on hit points, but I might as well roll.
Well, I don't know. He made it seem like there's going to be some sort of consequence.
Yeah, that's like, sure you can.
Yeah.
No, I mean you can take time here. It's fine. As I try to find my mini for a campfire, which I know I have somewhere, but I can't find.
That was the worst short rest roll I rolled 3 ones.
Oh god.
What the hell? What is going on over there?
Rolled one down, you got all of my back.
I know, I just rolled a 1d8. I rolled a 1d8, by the way.
Okay. So you come around the corner and you start to see light here from a fire.
Okay.
Not very good.
Okay.
You're happy with yourself.
OCD.
Oh, chair fit. A little yes.
Right? Hope you didn't know one of us would have done it anyway. So.
And you can see that there is a little bit of a cave that kind of goes off that way.
Okay, so where is Otter compared to here and the rest of the party?
Otter is over here,
Okay,
still
you
off.
guys right behind me?
Probably.
Okay, so I turn around and I mention all the things I've seen through Dolly's eyes. Coming up, I'm like, okay, smaller cave entrance, comes out into a little bit bigger room with a fire pit kind of thing.
Give me a perception check.
Me? Or all
Disadvantage. Yep.
together? Oh You don't need to give me disadvantage on my perception. 12.
Okay. What would you be doing while you're standing outside of this cabin or outside of this cave?
Probably just like keeping an eye in and ear out.
Give me a perception check.
Ugh, I cannot roll today.
Nice. Okay.
4 total.
Fair enough.
I'll go with
The woods seems relatively quiet. You hear Dolly hears sounds from inside. It's hard to make out exactly what they are, but it's certainly a sound coming from somewhere deeper inside this cave system.
Good to know. Ooh.
I guess we can stop moving ourselves.
Yeah.
Nothing immediately.
I could send a couple more things in there first, and then we can follow up. Whether it be spiders or...
Dolly hears something loud, like a loud laugh.
Loud laugh. Can I tell, like,
Oh no.
orcish, if it was anything like that?
The sound sounds like whatever is laughing has teeth.
Okay.
It's a very toothy laugh, for whatever however that means. I don't know. I can't reclamate. I don't have the teeth hanging out of my mouth, right?
All right. So he goes, hold on 1 second. And he kind of stands up, still kind of stealthy. And Clarice's mouth opens up. And just a swarm of bees come flying out.
Of his belly.
Ginko is just not happy with.
So the bees are going in. You got the bee mini.
I do.
Okay.
It was going to be spiders.
It's not so much that he likes bees, but
Okay, so you're sending
coming
bees
out
all the
of
way
a
in.
beehive is
Yeah.
normal. Coming out of a
So
stomach
they get
is,
to about right here, and that's how far is your control of the bees?
You know what? Good question. What was it? 60? Something like that? I don't remember what we said.
Well, that would be about 60.
Okay, perfect. And that's as far as they'll go. I have it written down somewhere in here. Bees. Who the hit ones. That's it? Well, I was looking at that. Yeah, that's it. I guess we'll say 60. Is that okay?
Sure. So if you're still outside of the caves, they're about right there.
Okay. Yeah, and the swarm can move up to 15 feet. And any... Oh, is that it? Oh, no, that's for part of a spell. Sorry. But no, okay. We'll just say 60.
Okay.
All right, so should we go in? So Dolly's going to kind of butt up against the wall of the cavern there. So she's not right in the middle.
Okay.
Bees are more in the center. And I'm just going to start moving in, I guess.
Okay. Let's bring in Otter. You guys following Otter in?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hood up
Mm-hmm.
to get the stealth advantages.
I'm doing the stealthy stealth.
You trying to sneak in too?
I'd be going in, yes.
Sneaky?
If everyone else is, yes. If
Okay,
everyone
let's
else
have everybody roll for stealth.
Yeah, 12.
I also got 12.
You, 22.
Nice.
9.
Okay.
That
Okay.
battle axe is hitting every rock on the way in.
Right. That's it?
Another good one, another 19,
Nice. That
So-
just worked out.
As you, I'm guessing you're going to move the bees in accordingly. So you get the bees to about right here. Dolly kind of hanging out here on the edge. You guys kind
Yeah,
of
she doesn't want to be next to
get
the fire.
here. And the bees now can see. You can use them like familiar, right?
Mhm. Did you make that? 'Cause I haven't. I've never used it.
I mean, is it just a regular bat?
Ooh.
The bees can see this large
Kind of great axe.
opening here.
Ooh.
And let's go. This one is about right there. I can see this, like, there's another light coming from this angle. I'm kind of shining in up against the cave there. There's a path that goes off that way, and it's hard to tell what is down there. It's considerably darker and quieter down that path. You hear the sound of people, I don't know, carousing, let's say, over this way. You would probably pick up in the sound of, like, let's say, snarfling of animals.
Okay.
They're sniffing things and, like,
Yep.
yeah, little animal sounds.
I'd be able to. Would I be able to detect like these sound like they're just making noises, or are these in distress? Are they?
I mean, it sounds like these are just animal noises.
Okay. I would just quietly whisper. Furries. Furry animals.
It's a furry party. Well, since this seems to be a bigger open room, do you want to draw people down through here? I'll send the bees in, attack them, start a little ruckus, have the bees come back, and as these people come out, we just start getting them in that doorway. Is that okay, guys?
Sure.
Alright, so you guys want to line yourself how you want to in this room, and then I'll send the bees in?
What do you want yourself to do?
Actually, gonna stay in the doorway here.
What is this little? This is supposed
That's
to
a
be a
fire
person?
pit or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got actual flames coming out, or just burning embers, or
Who went to go look in there?
Well, I'm the closest, so I will.
Okay, so you look down, and it looks like it is like a small pool of. Do you know when fire is like light and fluffy ash, but underneath it has like these burning embers?
Sure.
But there's still like little whiffs of flame coming up. That is the nature of this fire. It is pretty well burned down with just kind of like an ash layer on top, but it's still giving off a lot of light from the wisp, the little flips of light of fire that are piffing out of it.
Okay. So as we get closer,
Give me, out of morbid curiosity, I'd like you to do just another stealth check for me.
Everybody or just Otter?
Just Otter.
19.
Okay.
So I hand this to Kree, and I'm like, hey, put this in that doorway. All over the ground, all over the walls, wherever you can, even on the ceiling if you can, whatever.
Okay. In this doorway here?
Yeah.
Who is this?
That's
Valley?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll move her back
I
there.
don't want to oil it down.
Nope. So yeah, try to get it maybe here back.
Okay. So I'm going to make a stealth check too. I'm going to come into this doorway and I'm going to P. Diddy up this doorway.
Oh, you're doing what on the doorway?
I'm going to P. Diddy it with a bunch of baby oil.
It's an underage walk.
Okay. So you're going to just slather some oil on it inappropriately?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Essentially.
All the cracks and crevices and
Right.
Okay. Roll for me a perception check or a performance check, either way.
Oh, I didn't know if it was going back to you or what.
perception or performance?
Perception or performance?
Perception. This is 16.
Okay. As you are doing that, you fail to see the tripwire there, and there is a ting as the wire that where you're placing the oil, you bump it and you release the tension on it, and
I'm like oiling up the wire.
It's like dental floss.
You see the wire is as it tings, you see the movement, and it is from like held from a stake on the left hand side, like fixed behind a rock, and it goes around, and you quickly like trace its shape up to a little like ledge above you, and it drops a whole bunch of rocks on top of you. As you take... Oh, that's not even so bad.
Sounded like a lot of dice you just
Well, I mean, it's a lot of dice, but it could have been way worse. 22 bludgeoning damage from a small landslide? Cave-in that happens above you.
Well, you might know that we're here now.
so much for being fire.
Yeah.
And I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Also going into the door.
15.
Okay, let me write these down as you're doing it.
I don't think I'm averaging about 15 roll on these dice.
That sounds good.
Okay, what'd you get, Taylor?
1.
Nice.
Yep. Very cool.
What'd you get?
A 1.
No plus?
No, I have 11 dexterity. That's not where my AC comes from. I'm not a dex missile
22
move.
charisma.
Yeah, I rolled
Otter?
14 though.
15?
And
18. I'm going to use it. Maybe some of the reference from they're like sort of sponge banana where there's like a bunch of hooks hanging, and SpongeBob and Patrick are like, no, Patrick, don't touch the hooks, and like one has cheese on it, and it's like, what do you mean these hooks? And he's like got all these hooks in his mouth, and he's like sitting there touching his tree.
Dude,
It's not dangerous. What do you mean, this tripwire?
I had a stepson, and he was such like Patrick. It wasn't even funny. You're just like, oh my gosh. He's like, oh my Patrick, aren't I? We're like, yep, you are.
Okay.
No, that's
What we
it.
break it
And that's it. You're like, oh, this is
As the rubble subsides, the falling of the rubble, you hear all sorts of commotion coming from up the path. Oh, and I need, just out of morbid curiosity, I believe we are up to 4 big D20s. I need 4 big D20s.
Oh my gosh, you haven't been a big D20. So I got
This is
one.
new.
There's one right here. All right.
Oh, I took the other ones up to the house. So
See how you roll. Son of a bitch.
I'm rolling one?
yeah, both of you roll.
I don't get to know what it is.
We'll find out. Oh, that's it.
Hey!
Nice.
20's
20?
good.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll a D12. I believe is
Oh,
the next one.
6.
Okay. You two?
15 and 17.
So 2 15s?
15 and 17.
And a 13.
Okay.
Pretty good. Good average on all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm the one that had to roll a second dice, so I'm also a little.
Yeah, I would be. So you get catapulted into
Body
the next room.
explodes into 6 pieces. Oh, okay, that's what it was.
You're like, yeah, we're just gonna take that.
Okay.
About that.
Give me 1 second.
As a parting gift, you get one of these.
Hey!
Hey, actually, I have my other character sheet right here for I can send it over to you. Yeah, a weird little goblin guy walks in.
Right?
You never get this, he turns into a big monster guy.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta
That's
love the
not
laugh.
I know.
2 things you don't want to hear from behind a DM screen. Lots of dice and little laugh.
Mhm.
They're out there going there. Are you sure?
Right? Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess I don't want to do this.
So,
Sure.
there is a large boom outside the cave that you have all learned to recognize. Even you have learned to recognize this at this point. With all the meteor activity that's happening, the big boom is usually a bad sound. And I'm going to say you realize this first.
Okay.
You realize, oh shit, we're underground.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear that whizzing sound for just a split second as there is an impact outside the cave here at the cave door.
All right.
You hear the collision and the rock slide as that happens.
I think the price for this job just went up, gang. That's good. I don't know what that was.
There's a pen. And because I think this would be funny, I would like you to roll a d20 for me.
15.
8.
Okay, now I would like you. So here you are going to role play 2 of the guys in the enemy camp. Okay, I would like you to do this in broken speech, like you are dunces. Okay,
Mhm.
You realize that the rocks have fallen, but you don't know that there's rocks here that fall, and you think it's probably these rocks that fell.
Mhm.
You heard the boom and feel the impact differently, and you think, oh, there's rocks that fell at the front door. Okay, so it's not the internal one; it's the one outside. And you have great confidence that you are right, and you have great confidence that you are right. I would like you to do make a persuasive argument in like what would sound like Broken Goblin to one another, to role play what the people in this camp actually believe happened. Go for it.
Oh, you feel that?
Big rock outdoor.
No. What? No, not door. Indoor.
No,
Rock in
outdoor.
cave.
Outdoor. I
No.
heard sound.
Rock outdoor, go boom. Rock indoor, go boom, 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 boom.
I didn't hear boom, boom, boom. I heard boom.
Okay, now, it's great. Roll a persuasion check. Both of you.
With this
No, this is just a straight rollies to see who's right.
6.
3.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's fitting you both with that argument.
You managed to win the crowd. As Kree, you hear like something like some argument happening, and then everybody like one guy is saying and one of them goes and and then everybody's like and like you hear a whole bunch of them inside saying that same sound. As there are footsteps now coming towards you. What are you doing?
So they're coming from in here, right?
That is where you perceive them to be coming from, yes.
But they're not quite, like, they're not in eyesight yet.
They are not within eyesight yet.
Okay.
But you can see the shadows now moving.
I'm just gonna back up around the corner here. Assuming we're trying to get the jump on them as they enter in. Are we doing like initiative order right now? Like this is my turn?
Yes, this is your turn.
Alright, I will just tell everybody that sounds like they're coming, and then I will cast Bless. Yeah, I'll cast Bless.
And the people coming through the door?
Yes, so they get to be there. So everybody will get blessed.
Nice.
So it's a D4 in the chat with signature.
Yeah.
The next minute.
Don't get hit.
I don't think it's concentration. Oh, right.
Okay. So. That is the first one, so he gets it right there.
Which one do I swing for?
Otter, your turn.
Alright. What are the bees doing right now? Are
They would have been like right inside the thing. Give me a dexterity save. Oh, you should have gotten a dexterity save, not taken all 22. Give me a dexterity save, quick.
I'm good at dexterity.
Ooh, net 20 plus 7, 27.
Okay, so the bees are fine.
Oh my god.
Did you speak too soon about being good at dex saves?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we won't recount any of that knowledge. Yeah, no, that don't count. Okay. Okay, so the bees, the swarm was just forward a little bit, so they're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do, Otter?
So, I say move ahead and attack who's ever coming down the hallway. So can I go right there with them? Just moved up
Okay,
10 feet
and
or so.
you see another one of those guys that kind of looked like what Taylor had attacked in the hall. And you see a couple of big shadows like moving.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move as far as I can with the bees. Excuse me.
Which is 25 feet. Maribel, do you want to
Something
do
like that. And
the honors? Honors?
yeah, I started right here, so if you want to start from there.
So it's about 25 there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah. Put it just forward a little bit.
Can't see what stuff on, but that looks right.
So yeah.
Can you turn on the air conditioner? I'm roasting over here.
It is a little warm.
Or just leave the door open.
Yeah.
You lock yourself in there. There we go. Alright. That's why I say stay at head height and get ready to attack whatever comes through.
Okay. So, you see, BC, this big motherfucker running down the section.
How much
Then-
of this doorway is blocked off now?
It is maybe a tenth. Like it's rubble. It's just the ground there is actually here. Put these down on the ground. This would be like difficult terrain. Yep. Put this, however, inside the ash pile. As Otter, you look over and there is a face now coming up out of the ashes of. Like at first, it looks like it's hard to see through the dust, but as the dust kind of like falls off of it, it's something between it's not a proper devil, it's not a proper elemental, but it almost looks like some kind of weird concoction between the two, of like a fire elemental that looks like a devil.
It doesn't sound like fun.
And as they are reaching out, they take a swipe at you.
Sure. Of course we do.
Because I think you're right up against that thing, right?
Yep.
Yep. And that would be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. And that is... 5 damage.
I'm like, guys, we got a friend.
Ginko, you're up.
I mean, definitely see the guy popping up out because he's now this elemental thing, whatever it is.
Yeah,
like,
you
up
see
out of the
it like
flame.
as the hand like came up,
Yeah.
that was part of its like climbing up and becoming
Okay.
unprone.
Um,
Now you realize, Otter, that whatever this thing was, it was just kind of sitting here looking like a fireplace, but all of the fire that was in that thing is just this.
mhm.
Every once in a while, like some of the flesh like flakes off and turns to ash, and then like happens again.
Okay.
You'll start hearing the growls and everything. He's starting to realize it's go time, and bonus action we're going to rage and transform into our beastly creature. And I guess that's the character I can see. It's going to run up. And how tall is the it's just like a well, right? Or just a
It's just, I mean, it's a pile.
Yeah.
It's a campfire.
okay.
So-
So he's gonna run up, and this time he does not have his battle axe out. He's just gonna use his claws.
Okay.
And so he's gonna make 2 claw attacks. Probably not. The first one's a 1.
Yeah, don't hit.
End of turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that a 1 end? Does 1 end a turn or no?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I imagine you don't want to use your bless on that one.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter on that one, I guess. Okay, it's all about the crits. Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh.
So, all right, that is 2, 4. Not great damage. 7.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
Okay.
So he just comes in barrel and just clawing the crap out of this thing.
You see another one come around the corner here like that. Then the bees see another one kind of getting jumbled in here. And another one here, kind of late to the game. Taylor.
Okay, so this fire creature is devilish, you said?
It looks somewhere between like an elemental and a devil.
With my somewhat more extensive knowledge of devils, do I think this thing would obey me?
Yeah,
Good question.
that is a great question. Okay, so you questioning that, like, does this obey? Like saying that in your head, what you instantly understand is that this is a form of like guardian spirit. It's not devil necessarily, but this comes from like a contract that somebody has made with a devil.
Gotcha.
It isn't devilish, but it derives its power from the devil, from a devil. But it is usually considered like it's very much like spirit guardian, but for somebody who has had a very dark pact.
Gotcha. Well, if it won't obey me, I don't really have any use for it, so I'm gonna go attack it.
Okay.
First attack. Does a 13 hit?
No.
You gonna do your less?
I'll save it for another time. Does a 26 hit?
It does.
It's only healing it once in a minute, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was
Is radiant damage going to matter?
whenever a target
Yes.
makes an attack roll saving throw before the spell ends.
Oh.
So on any attack you can use bless.
Let's see. So 12 radiant and 16 slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like an inspiration or anything.
Yeah.
It's every single.
As long as-
you get a D4.
As long as you're
about to-
that would make sense too, since it's concentration.
Yeah.
It's not to waste a concentration on one off.
Yeah, up to a minute though, right?
up to-
Yeah, I just looked at that too. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else. I don't process.
Okay. That ends your turn. Kree, you're up.
Okay, so these guys, they haven't begun to advance on our room yet, correct?
They have not gotten to the room yet, correct?
But they are actively coming towards the room.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then is, whilst we deal with this devil lady, I'm going to fly up. Is your swarm of bees like something you can recall, or is it if it dies, it dies?
Yeah, I can recall it. I can do whatever. But yeah, it just goes until it dies, or I call it back.
You get it back. Okay. Alright. I really don't want to catch your bees in this.
I was gonna say, you sure you want to go down there with that whole other hallway going down there?
No, I'm not too worried about that. I'm gonna.
I really hate to do this, but I just drank way too much Coke during lunch. Let's take a quick break,
Okay.
and we'll come back to I'm gonna.
Pee yourself?
Yep, I'm gonna pee myself if I don't get back here.
Oh, can you just pee behind this place?
Yeah, and the neighbors will see. I mean, I'm not packing an anaconda down there, but it still would be a
Whatever.
little bit rude.
Right.
I'll be right back.
So you think that something else is gonna come into the
Yeah. So that's why I was like, if we can stop them here, contain them to that,
He didn't say we heard any noises coming from that hallway, right?
So,
Okay.
well, I'll tell you what I was planning on doing. I was planning on using Gust of Wind to essentially not block this hallway, but to keep these guys controlled.
Yeah.
So essentially what that's going to do is it's a 60-foot long, 10-foot wide blast. Each creature that starts its turn line must succeed on a strength saving throw pushed 15 foot away from you. And then any creature in this, trying to make this walk here, is going to be considered like difficult terrain. It's like
Sure. So
double movement speed.
you can stand under the bees because they're like head height. So, you know. I'm gonna go change my glasses. I must wear these.
Can you put your serious glasses on for combat mode?
Exactly. Well, the ones that fit this fucking mask.
Mm.
So of course I'm the fat guy. So
Yeah, that's why Bless is like kind of overpowered.
I guess, yeah, I really thought it was just like you get one before the spell ends. Interesting.
Yeah, that's why, like you said, that's why it's concentration, because it's pretty continuous. But at the same time, they have Bless and Bane is not really that great.
Bane's the if they fail, they go in like a different portal or dimension.
No, it's just that you choose 3 creatures and they get a minus d4.
Yeah, but that one's ongoing until the spell ends or till
it's concentration. Same thing, concentration up to a minute. I just like this idea because obviously we have a clusterfuck coming for us, so we can deal with this fucking bitch first. And we can handle these guys.
And I'm gonna roleplay to keep it because that's the creature that's here. But I probably should be on because I don't know. I have a feeling this thing's gonna be magic damage, and I'm resistant to basic. So I'd rather be fighting the troll goblin things versus this fire elemental.
I was not expecting the fire elemental.
There's no reason he
You
would
know
go
what?
anywhere else but this fire elemental.
It's crazy too because when we walked in there, I was like, "What's the deal with this?" And you're like, "I'll look at it," because you're right there. I was gonna cast detect magic on it before I fucked around with the oil.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if there's because why else would you put this random?
Yeah, there's like a die in it.
Yeah. This random
Yeah.
thing here.
Not amount of.
So I kind of figured there was something funky about it, but.
All is better.
Oh, so much better. I feel about 1 gallon lighter.
Your eyeballs are floating.
Yep. It was actually getting cold. Like, you know that feeling when you get cold because you got to pee? Yeah.
Might get from my grandpa always feels.
Okay.
He said that my eyeballs are floating.
Okay, so you were leaned over and you said, I'm gonna,
in this line here, I'm gonna try to, because Dan said the bees are kind of flying up.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my wings, and I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind in this line here.
Mm-hmm.
And so essentially what it does is, it's a strength save 13. If they fail it, they get pushed 15 foot back. And then in this line is considered difficult terrain, so it's double movement speed to move through.
Okay. So you got...
secondary effects, it also disperses gas, vapor, extinguishes candles, torches, and similar unprotected flames in the area.
I'm not trying to play footsie with you.
Alright.
Don't get your hopes up. Okay, 15 you say?
13.
13. Okay, 20, 20, 13. Yes, they all succeed.
Okay.
Still difficult terrain.
I just used up all my good rolls on that save.
Like I said, it's still considered.
Yeah, difficult terrain.
Yes.
Okay.
Moving back.
I believe I have to stay here to continue.
Oh, is that coming from you?
Yes.
Okay. More slowly now. This guy takes a couple steps and realizes that he is going to be moving slowly, and you see him just poof right to you here. And he is going to... his weapon also breaks apart as he takes 2 slashes at you. Does a 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay. That was you take 1 slashing. 4 slashing, and 12 poison. If you can give me a DC 12 con save, in which case you take none. Okay, so you take 4 slashing. That's it.
Great, wasted a natural 20 concentration check.
Did you have bless on yourself?
So, no.
Okay.
It's level 4, isn't it?
It's the
Otter, you're up.
Outcast it.
the upcast that you can
Nice.
cast.
All right.
Dang.
So I see this creature next to me now. How far away is she at? Is it 5 feet away?
Oh, she is right on top. I mean, she was within melee distance of you, so yeah.
Okay. Right, so obviously range attacks aren't going to help out. It's going to be interesting.
And I will just note, you can feel a lot of heat coming off of this individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like a campfire.
In a way. She's hot in her own way.
Not we all.
What do I want to do? I think I have that dagger. Fancy dagger. I'm going to take a stab at it with my silver dwarven dagger.
Okay.
Well, 20 says 18 hit
Hits.
for 7 damage.
Okay. That seems to be slightly more effective than what you thought it would be.
Nice. And then can I do that with my second attack?
You can, if you can hit with your second attack.
All right, let's try it again. Rinse and repeat. Ooh, 21.
Hits. 8.
Mhm. Not the greatest, but not the worst.
You're considering dagger when you do
Right.
1d4 or
Mhm.
something.
It's a fancy one. Fancy one. I figure since it's kind of even better for
It's not just a toothbrush that you roll down.
No.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna just kind of wedge myself over here,
Okay.
kind of blend in with the wall or whatever.
Did you take a step back? Or you
Yeah.
just took a step over?
Yeah, over.
Okay.
So,
This boy here, he starts scrambling over towards you. He gets up to about the bees. I think that would be about half distance, right? Yep. And you hear him mumble. Do you speak giant? Or orc?
I died it now.
It's a orcish dialect of giant. He says something, and then you see him just go as he takes some swings at the bees.
Not the bees.
So first one is a 15 to hit the bees.
yep, they have a 12 AC.
Okay. And that would be 6. of the damage.
Okay.
And then the next one is a 13 to hit, which I think just
that
hits. And that would be an 8 of the damage.
So 14. 6, 7, 8 hit points left on the bees.
Okay.
Do they get attacked then?
Do they have a reaction?
Oh, good question. Because would they go on my turn?
They would go on your turn.
Okay. But they didn't go on my turn just a minute ago, right?
He wasn't up at them just a minute ago.
Okay, well, they could have moved forward.
The flaming guy here goes and flares out, and I need the 3 of you that are around them to give me a Dex save, DC 16.
Oh, I did. I got a 17.
13.
13.
26.
Okay, so you'll take full. You guys, everybody else will take half. That is 13 fire damage. So 13 for you, 6 for each of you. And they continue to just kind of float up into the air. Here. And I'm going to say, because they are like just levitating up, you would get an opportunity attack, and so would you.
Would I?
No, they're still within your reach.
Oh, because I'm not little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, mind you, I'm now 6 foot tall.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
So then you
6.
don't, but you do.
12, what am I attacking with the dagger? What do you want?
12 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 4. So 16.
Still doesn't hit.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But it was a good time. Good try.
Yeah.
Ginko, you're up.
So it's still within reach for me, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go back to this and I'm just gonna claw at this thing.
Okay.
That is not good. 9.
Does not hit.
Something worse.
Well, that's it's up now, so you just
yeah,
got to hit the legs. It makes it a little bit more difficult.
The fire damage that threw him off. He's good against bludgeoning.
So
and stuff,
that's your
but
turn.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so you lose your rage. Oh no, because
You took damage.
you took damage. Yes.
I took damage.
Okay. So next turn you would lose it if you didn't take it. Okay. You want to move one of the little guys up to the bees? The one in the front. He'll get up there.
In front of the giant?
Yeah. He's gonna he goes underneath him, but yeah. He's gonna take a swing at the bees because that's about as far as he can go, anyways. That does not hit. He does not hit the bees. Okay. This other guy.
Big guy?
Yeah, the big guy. He's gonna get in there, and Kree, you're gonna hear him say something. With they already have kind of a pissed look on their face from what you can tell, but he says something that sounds angered, as he is going to. He's going to push the other guy into the bees, as an improvised weapon, because he's going too slow, and that will hit the bees as the guy tries to stop his own fall. But it's an improvised weapon, so it only does 1 damage. The next worker is going to move up behind him, and he's going to get stuck in the traffic jam. Taylor, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to do 2 attacks on the devil lady. It's going to be 19 at worst hit.
19 hits.
Okay.
Can you roll for me a D4?
first attack is
Roll a d20.
14 radiant and 15 flashing.
Okay, so that first slash,
Yeah.
like you lop off the leg,
Oh,
and
nice.
where you hit, you see the radiant energy like trickle up, and he just kind of like it's an ember creature, so it's hard to say that it just turns to ash because of the burn that you did, but you like the radiant burn like goes up the leg and then spreads out, and like the other leg just kind of falls off as it disintegrates around you. And there is now just a bigger pile of ash in that hole.
Okay.
You're gone.
2.
I might do I D20 roll.
No,
Okay.
it's done. I'm moving over here.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
All right, so Devil Lady's gone.
Devil Lady is gone.
Good. Good job.
She can't hurt
Devil.
you anymore.
Okay, Kree.
Okay, so I don't know when these guys they're supposed to be making their saves on their turn or on my turn, but
Oh,
you guys did them all.
I'll do it on your turn. That's fine.
Are the bees gone?
Bees are still there.
Yeah, they were there.
That's a DC 13 save.
That probably should be on their turn. One of the big guys and one of the little guys don't make it.
Okay, so they get pushed 15 feet back.
Yep.
Yeah, I think funny is to get some.
All right.
But by the way that I usually do my dice, it would be the ones in the back.
Would one trip over the other
When
and
one
not
gets slammed into the wall.
They
The
get
big
pushed
one
back.
falls in the little one and kills him.
And then the rock,
Splashed arms.
the rock
Okay, so here's the
crushes
deal. You give me a d20. You give me a d20. If yours is higher than hers, then the big one falls over the little one.
2.
3. How funny is that? I was like,
Okay, so they fall.
Yes.
That is the epic low roll, best thing ever.
I was like, no way.
Okay, so is this one's right in front of me. So do they roll too?
He did.
Okay.
He got a nat 20.
Okay. In that case, I will. I'll just whack him with my quarterstaff. No, it's a nat one.
Nice. Okay.
I don't know how this works. If I can, it says the only thing that bonus action unarmed strike says is you make a melee attack, then you can use your bonus action to make an unarmed strike. So it doesn't say I technically doesn't say I have to hit.
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
You
So I'm
made
just gonna
one.
make an unarmed strike.
This is like using your elbow as part of your swing.
It's not too bad. I don't think it's gonna hit though. 16.
16 does not hit. Okay. The dude in front of you, after you take 2 swipes at him, does not look very happy at you, and he's going to take 2 swipes back at you. 13 doesn't hit, I'm pretty sure, right? But the 17 does.
Yes.
Okay. And you take 11 slashing. And I need a con save. Oh, con 12. Poison 3.
No.
Maybe you should bless yourself next time.
He is going to then move around you. Not breaking melee, just getting on the other side of you.
What was the poison damage for that?
I think it was a 3. Con 12, poison 3, right? That's what I said.
Something like
Okay. Otter, you're up.
Okay, so bees are going to attack the big guy to start off with,
Okay.
because they haven't been able to do anything. So they're going to attack. You just want me to make a regular roll.
Yep.
15.
15.
I don't think they have any pluses. So.
15 hits.
Okay.
He is a big guy not wearing a lot of clothes.
All right. Let's see. What was the damage? Was it D6, I think? That's all right?
Sure.
D6. 3.
Okay.
So they're bugging him. They're flying around his head, being more of a disturbance than stinging his face.
Okay.
So that's their turn. I see the dude popped over on Kree here. So, now is he on the other side of the, or is he on top of the rubble?
He is on top of the rubble, which is on top of the oil.
Okay,
But Kree would also be on top of the rubble, on top of the oil.
right. Yeah, I'm not gonna light it up yet. So, let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? You know what? I'm gonna do, because I get a sneak attack because he's right there. So, oh, that's horrible. 15 misses.
Misses.
Oh,
Plus your bless.
oh, that's right. Oh, we're gonna do the bless. So it's what, 15 or so? Plus 1.
It's funny. Every time you roll, the little light on the camera like blinks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't have bless anymore.
I don't.
I forgot to roll a concentration check. I just rolled a 2.
Okay. And the next one was a 16, so.
Okay. That doesn't hit.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Do I have anything as a fun bonus action?
Can you attack or can you not?
What's that?
I thought you could attack again as a bonus action.
No, I'm just trying to figure out if I could do a Misty Step or move or whatever. But, oh, you know what? Dolly's going to attack. She's right there, right?
Yep.
All right. She runs over and catapults herself through the air. Exactly. Exactly. Just, yeah. Like that.
Yeeting herself right at the guy.
Yeah, she's like, fuck it. We're going for it. All right. All right, so this is actually kind of funny. She has a pretty decent attack. 25 to hit.
Yep.
holy shit.
I know, right?
Nobody sees the dolly coming.
Yeah. The action bash. So it doesn't say damage.
It's
Does
a D4.
it? Is it a D4?
It's a D4.
3.
That's not bad. For dolly, that's a pretty game.
Oh, it's a D4 plus 3. So it's
Okay.
So it's
6.
6.
Okay.
Nice. So you see this dog come flying through
Yeah.
the air. You're like, what the hell is
Still
that?
disturbed by it. Still disturbed.
You know, using form.
Okay. The big guy is, him. He is just going to walk through the bees. Doesn't care anymore. And he sees you. And he is going to take 2 swings at you.
So
So,
is that an opportunity attack then?
yeah, opportunity attack from the bees.
16?
Hits.
Okay, and it was D6, I think. 5.
Okay. He, the first one is 19 to hit, and the second one is 9, which I'm pretty sure doesn't hit. So that is 17.
Damage?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. I'm done. So I have to start taking 26 damage from trap.
Alright.
And that would end his turn. Ginko, you're up.
So the one guy that blinked over to him, got behind him, he's on top of the rubble.
He's on top of the rubble, and now there is a down bird. There is a
No.
down bird, Ginko.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything, unless I can just do like a medicine check, but even that would be the best I could offer. But can I get up to the base of the rubble and attack that guy, or do I need to be up?
I think you can probably close that distance, yeah.
Okay, because I don't know if I have enough movement to close it and tear,
Well, let's say you have enough. Let's say you can do a running leap and attack.
Okay, but
You'll land on your feet.
I transform back into, because I
Yep.
didn't get hit, and then
Yep.
so I, again, in a blink of an eye, it's just me standing there. Pull out the great axe, run up, and I'm going to try and make 2 attacks. That's 5, or no, it's more than that, but it's okay. 8.
Yep, doesn't hit.
And God, I'm not rolling well. That's 13.
Okay, 13 doesn't hit.
So, yuck. And yeah, Ginko just kind of hollers out like, man down!
Bird down.
Bird down! Save the bird!
The worker by the bees there. Yep, him. He's going to move forward, and he'll be basically at the corpse of the Arakakra. The body. I shouldn't say corpse yet. Body.
Carcass.
The carcass of the Arakakra.
So he's going to attack them, right?
Yep.
2. Horrible.
Okay. The other big dude is going to stand up, and seeing the fallen Arakakra is going to run and dash, which will get him right to the opening.
Is he able to squeeze past all these guys?
I mean, he's going to push that guy down that tunnel, so he'll get to about right there.
Here?
Yeah, he's going to kind of give him. You get another opportunity attack. He's going to push him away to the side of here as he runs through, and we'll say he probably can get to about there. It's pretty well jammed up.
Yeah, B's got a 6, so.
Okay, for the attack.
They're
The other worker is going to get up.
The one you got squished?
He gets up, and then you hear some sounds coming from back that way. Taylor, you're up.
Okay, so indeed, you can swap weapons as part of a move action, right?
Mhm.
Would you consider dropping a weapon to also be part of a move action?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up over to the bird. I'm gonna say to the giants, "Hey, big guys, I think you dropped this. Check out my cursed longsword." At their feet.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Dimension Door, holding on to Kree, and get us out of there.
Okay.
Nice.
There you go. Good job.
Nice.
And that ends your turn.
That ends my turn.
Kree, you have a death save, sir.
Nothing to help him with.
12.
All right.
12. Okay. That's good. So that kind of ends that part of your turn. Now I need you to give me a it's willpower?
It said charisma.
Charisma save.
Oh, look out. That's my... No, it's not.
It might be worse than giants, though.
Ooh, a nat
Okay,
20,
you rolled really well.
a 19, an 18, and a 17.
Ooh.
Okay, so there is a shiny dagger on the floor, and it really wants you to pick it up.
I'm interested. Tell me more.
Yeah.
I had the great axe in front of me, and I'm just looking at that, and I'm just...
Shiny.
This thing just looks disgusting. Like, it's rusty and ugly, and just like...
You're on this side of him.
Yeah, I'm like
Okay.
just at the base
Yeah.
of the rubble.
So
To be fair, I mean, I know that whoever sees it wants it, so I
Uh-huh.
would have tried to throw it in such a way that His view would be blocked, but that's not possible. It's not possible. He's saying.
How tall is this rubble? Because remember, I'm like this.
You tossed it up in the air,
Okay.
so you saw the shiny go flying.
Mhm.
Okay, so he is going to take his swings at Dolly because this thing just bit him in the leg.
Yeah, this thing doesn't know I was there because I missed horribly.
And so one is a 19 to hit, the other is a 11 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. And I don't even need to roll the poison because that doesn't apply. That is 11 of the damage to Dolly.
She's down to half.
Okay, and Otter, you're up.
Right, well, she's
Ginko, you're going to be on deck.
She's going to attack. She's like, what? 9. I imagine that doesn't do anything.
She who? Dolly?
Dolly attacks.
Okay, yeah, doesn't do anything.
Nope. Bees attack guy with the rock.
Okay.
Is the rock still above his head?
The rock is more for show purposes in this mini. He hasn't picked up a rock yet.
Oh, okay.
The rubble is still at his feet. He hasn't taken a rock with him. He doesn't have a favorite rock that he carries around. You know,
Okay, just ask him.
Smashy McRock face.
Well, when his thing is facing, he goes like this. And wraps
Yeah,
it
no,
around
no,
his head.
Nice try though. I appreciate your gumption.
Right, 10. That doesn't do anything. So no, and I'm gonna zip around here, and let's see what do I got. I've got 4 spells. Do cure wounds on the Aarakocra.
Okay. Just double checking. Did you update your character sheet? Did I send you that message to update your character sheet?
I leveled them up.
Okay.
already, Yeah.
Just making sure that you're not like coming into this as a level 4 or something.
No.
Cure wounds, what, 2d4 plus 2?
1d8 plus your spellcasting,
So,
right?
yeah, something like that.
Okay, well, they're curing wounds. That'll be the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. The big guy is going to step up to you.
The rock guy.
No, the white one.
This.
How many?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. My character's not loading for some reason.
And he's going to actually step like around you, try to get on the other side of you.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it's plus 3.
So he's over there. So he has more room to swing.
Maybe he wouldn't even see me. I mean, I'm just a little guy.
Yeah. That is 2 23s to hit.
Shit, I'm not informed. I'm getting hit.
Yeah. So that is a 10 of bludgeoning and 14 of slashing.
Okay. Well.
Okay, that ends his turn. Ginko, your turn.
So, I see this sword.
You are compelled to go get it. Here, why don't you would have thrown it at their feet, right?
Yeah.
So you basically need to, like.
Can I at least do a disengage action to go forward?
Oh yeah, no. You're gonna do everything knowingly possible to go get this thing.
Okay.
And you're gonna do whatever for any amount of desire to go get it.
I can at least use that. I mean, like,
run
at them. So
there's no sense in picking it up if you're dead.
Yes. Okay.
So you're gonna you're gonna very tactfully. You're gonna try to get this thing.
And I actually just dropped my greatsword right there because I'm like, this thing's garbage. Once I have the shiny new sword, and I'm gonna run over to it, climb up over this. It's kind of a mountain to me of rubble, and then I see this thing laying on the ground. What does it look like again?
It's like it's got like a shimmery, kind of like fiery look to it, right?
Yeah.
It's not like on fire, but it kind of has like that sort of shimmery look to it.
Okay. And I just kind of get down on knees and be like,
Very precious.
Yeah.
And I run my hand along side of the blade.
Yep.
Not the sharp edge, obviously. And then I slowly grasp it. And I'm used to
And
carrying
it
a
says
dagger.
kill. And your only incentive right now is to kill.
Okay.
And I'm going to say because of your class and,
Mhm.
and what you are, you, as of right now, can't lose your rage.
Okay.
You are permanently raged.
I instantly go back into
Alright, that's not the worst thing.
beast form. And but my turn's done, right? I went over and picked it up.
Yeah, but so the others in the room that would note that his beast form, it seems a little bit more fiery.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
It's flame-based rage.
Fair.
Devil rage.
Okay.
But that ends your turn?
I mean, yeah, unless I have,
Okay.
I don't. All my actions are done. I
Okay.
assume, right? So.
The one dude that is right there is going to take a swing at you. I believe.
For the smaller guy
Yep.
first. Okay.
And he misses.
Okay.
The big guy is going to take 2 swings at you.
I'm going to use my reaction to on the first one to roll a d8 to up my AC.
Okay. Oh. And those are both 11s to
Okay.
hit.
Didn't need to use it, but that's fine.
Yep.
Went up to 19.
Okay. This guy is going to...
Yeah, the tail whips, and it's just got it's like a flaming whip now at this.
Nice.
Give me a second to do some maths over here. Okay. And then... Okay. Kree, your turn. Oh, sorry, Taylor.
Is Ginko in or out of the oil at this point?
Ginko would be out of the oil at this point.
Sick. Going up here. This guy's in the oil.
Yeah.
Burning hands.
Okay.
Motherfuckers. He's got to do a dexterity saving throw.
13.
I think actually that makes it because my spell DC is so bad. It's fine. He's going to take a lot of fire damage, I'm hoping.
Remember, Dolly's right behind him.
Is she?
Yeah, now he's like on the rubble as
I
well.
can't see anything. I guess.
Never get that.
Okay. It's too late. Sorry, Dolly.
Oh shit, I realized I have an ability called...
Here for the flames.
With the flames?
Yeah.
Oh, on
On the
the
side of my face.
that allows me
Yeah,
to
sure, for that.
Nice.
My sister.
a bunch of hit points.
Am I putting it on?
Initiative, so
yeah.
have to start
Just
with
kind of in that space. That whole area is now fire, so just kind of set it down
So
there.
it takes 5 total fire damage.
5 fire damage. Okay.
Okay, so Dolly takes 5 too?
Did she make your dex save?
I don't think she did.
Well, she should. We don't want Dolly to be on fire.
Nope. Well, yeah, 6.
She takes 11.
And she is done.
Sorry.
She bursts into flames and that's it. It falls up.
Goodbye, Dolly.
Okay.
You served us well.
So the dude's on fire.
Oh, Taylor, you dropped something. Look at that. Oh, right there.
Honestly, okay. In my defense, I could not see she was there. But I probably would have done it anyway because we needed to do something with that oil,
Oh, wait.
and everybody's kind of up all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Are
Okay.
you staying there?
I'm gonna attack that guy a couple times, and then yes, I'll stay up there. Alright. I'm action surging 2 attacks on the smaller guy. Rolled 2 19s for the attack.
They will both hit.
Sick. Okay. I'm guessing radiant doesn't matter because it didn't last time.
Ooh, there you go.
Garbage.
Don't mind me, I'm just a spider on the wall.
22 damage with the first attack.
Okay.
Oh man, that's almost max damage. 31.
Nice.
Good job.
I rolled 15 with 44, and then an 8 with my d8. Sweet. Okay.
64 damage this round total.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Taking pictures.
Okay. Taylor. Kree, you are prone on the ground. You have just been brought back from unconsciousness.
I'm gonna punch myself in the chest, and I'm gonna do lay on hands and give myself 25 hit points back.
Plus, I
Okay.
did cure wounds on you, so.
I was telling Dan, I was trying to be quiet about it. I didn't realize that I have an ability that when I roll initiative, I automatically gain back 1d8 plus 2 hit points. So I would have got back more.
Oh, nice.
I probably wouldn't have died, actually. believe it or not. But,
Okay.
yeah, and then I'm just going to spend a key point to do patient defense.
She's standing up.
Yeah, I'm going to stand up and do patient defense on myself. Did somebody say we had to be done by 2 o'clock?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's
I was
3:12.
It's 3:12 right now.
kind of thinking, okay, let's see. I don't know how. Yeah, maybe do another round or something, and then
We should be done in about 2 or 3 rounds,
okay. Let's
and it'll speed up a little bit as we get going.
Let's play
Okay.
it out. I'm really curious to see what I do with this sword. So part of me's like, okay, I think I gotta figure this out.
He is going to step out of the fire. Yep, and put himself out. Use his action
That's the yellow.
to stop the burning.
Is he gonna
Is he
leave
stepping out
Taylor's?
of my threatened range?
No.
Okay.
But he is stepping out of the fire. So
Where is he
take the
gonna go?
little
This way?
fire thing. Take the fire thing off of him.
But there's still fire on the
There's still
rubble.
fire there. Yeah, he's probably just stepping. You know what?
Back this way.
Yeah, it would be back that way.
Yeah.
But the fire would still be just
There you go.
just to his left, kind of right where your thumb is, underneath your thumb. So, can you? Yeah. Thank you. Yep. I suppose I could do this if I rotated the map. And that will end his turn. Otter, you're up.
Okay. All right. So Otter is right here. He's going to do this. Come over here. Move about 10 feet to the side of.
So
Kree.
it's right here, like that.
Nice. Awesome. And he is going to cast web from here over.
Okay.
So I'm not getting Taylor.
Okay.
I'm getting these two guys.
Okay. And I think there's a web
Oh, yeah.
somewhere here.
I
Perfect.
don't know.
There you go. All right. What do I need to do that? Anything?
I think they
You need a small
Yeah.
cocoon, and to say the magical incantation.
They make a dex check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strength check against your spell save DC.
This is the big guy. Keep me
Big guy
honest.
and the-
No,
oh,
this
sorry.
is the big guy.
Yeah.
So the big guy makes the save. The other one does not, unless your spell save DC is low.
14.
Yeah, no, the big guy makes it. The little guy doesn't.
Okay. So, but does he still have kind of webs on him? Because the web's flammable. So if you're next to fire, it does the 2d4 fire damage.
I mean, if you wanted to start on fire at the same time too.
You know,
Okay.
saying I spray on it.
Okay.
Spray-
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, he's standing in it, so he'll take a little bit of fire damage.
Okay. We can wait till next turn, or when it's his
Okay.
turn, or whatever you'd like. You're the commander.
So on the begin, are you done with your turn?
Then I'm gonna move actually down here even more. Right there.
Okay. At the beginning of his turn, go ahead, roll your fire damage. He'll take half because he managed his save.
Okay. 2d4. And then can the bees still attack?
Bees can still attack.
Okay.
He's still there. I know.
All right, 4 and 1, so 5.
Who did the what? What?
5 flame the damage.
So that's 2 to him.
Mm-hmm. So 7 for the bee attack, no big deal.
Okay.
But they're gonna just try to bug him and swarm around his face.
Okay.
Maybe he's allergic.
Yeah. Anybody for a warm one?
Move it here.
I'm good. I got plenty of energy drink over here. Not officially sponsored by Monster, but we love their brand.
Yeah.
But our game runs on
Yes,
it.
yes, our game totally runs
We
on
gotta
it.
bleep that and blur out the cans. So.
Okay, so that ends your turn?
Mhm.
Okay. The big boy over there is going to... Just going to rotate this and do my thing here. Is it going to hit you?
Oh, nope.
He is going to... Since he wasn't in the fire there anyways,
I
may
think
come over
it's
here.
hot right there.
and I'll just put this down here so that
yeah,
we
you
can...
get
Natural 20 to hit that guy.
nice. Nice. You somehow do 700 damage.
I'll try.
Instantly pulverized.
Yes.
Does radiant matter for this guy?
It does not. I'm going to reduce the damage by 1 as the guy who's sitting next to you kind of deflects the blade just a little bit.
Okay. 34 damage.
Oof.
Minus 1.
Nice.
Thank you. I'm really liking this
Pretty
neck.
Okay. And as he gets over there, he is going to take 2 swings at
Disadvantage.
you.
Disadvantage.
Did you do Sentinel or
You do
your
patient defense.
patient defense? Okay.
Because I knew you were gonna keep hassling me.
So here is the first one. And that was a 1.
Perfect.
And here is the second one. And that is a 14.
Nope.
Okay. He looks perturbed that he didn't manage to hit you. Ginko, you're up. Okay, so you have this blade in your hand, and it just wants you to attack whatever is closest.
Yes. Real quick, the permanent rage I'm in, is that using one of my rage
No.
spots? Okay. Okay. So yeah, just this flaming gnarly beast thing is just staring at the smaller orc in front of me.
Yep.
And I guess he's gonna take a swing. I don't know what stats. I'll just roll a die and
Roll your attack. I believe it's a plus nothing, right?
It is +0. As a
Yeah.
weapon,
okay. Kind of wish I had kept my great
Yeah. Well, at the end, you'll see what happens here.
9.
9.
God.
So it doesn't hit.
Well, you still get plus your strength and proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just like a +0 magic.
that's right. Yeah. So 14.
Which hits.
Hey.
But it is a D6, right? Yeah, it's a short sword, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just a D6
Okay.
plus your proficiency, and it's magical.
So 6.
6. Okay.
Oh, I get an. I still have an extra attack there, right? Just for my character. as a
And
barbarian.
you did you get your rage on that 6? So that'd be 8.
8. Yes.
Plus strength, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I did that. I rolled a
Okay.
3 plus that.
Yep.
So, so this is the second
Yep.
attack. Well, that's not gonna be. That's 10. So.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That guy is going to swing back at you,
Okay.
and that is a 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh, that's not a 14 to hit. That's way less than a 14 to
Okay.
hit.
Well, now it's a hit.
The big guy is going to... He's going to just push past you. You're going to get a attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And the bees get an attack of opportunity as he leaves their range. 2 is the attack?
Yeah.
Okay, which does not. So go ahead and attack him.
Fire?
He's going through the fire. Give me the fire.
10 again.
Nice.
He's gonna...
I don't know what the fire damage would be.
It's not like
Is he on
Yeah.
fire or not?
No, yeah, well, going through the fire, he would become on fire. So give me a 1d6.
1.
1.
So it goes.
And he's on fire. Okay.
He is on fire.
That guy back there is gonna... Jesus. Okay, and then that guy is going to do this. Okay, and... Jesus. Okay. Kree, it is your turn.
okay, I haven't learned my lesson yet. Being relatively pissed off that they just kind of messed me up, I am going to cast Spirit Guardian on myself.
Nice.
And then, so you'll see him trying to hold up his holy spirit, or his holy symbol, and slam his staff on the ground, and you'll see all these yellow bird spirits coming around him. And then I will move, staying in this guy's melee range, in between these two guys.
No,
Here?
I like to think your character just Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit activate.
So it says, when a creature enters the emanation, whenever the emanation enters a creature's space, whenever the creature enters the emanation or ends its turn, they must make a wisdom saving throw, which is DC 16, or take 3d8 damage.
Mhm.
So go ahead and make wisdom saving throws, 2 of them. There's just 2. Is he?
50. No, he would be.
I don't know what emanation means. If emanation
Yeah, I'll
means
say
total of 50
all 3 of them.
or-
All 3 of them are. DC saving throws.
Yes.
That guy with that is on fire. He does not make it.
So that is 3, 8, 7, 12, 14. 14 radiant damage.
Ah, ah, ah.
And then I will once again
Nice.
use patient defense.
Okay. This guy is gonna duke it out with you. He is looking.
He's restrained, yeah.
He is restrained, but his feet are well. Yeah, his attack would be at disadvantage. He is going to attack the web with his first attack, which is a 15 to hit the web.
Which I imagine it does, yeah.
How much damage does it take to free yourself from the web?
That is a good question.
He does 10 damage to the web.
Let's make a dex save.
Okay. Yeah, dex save on the failed save. The creature is restrained. So it breaks free. It doesn't have a hit points or anything, so.
I think it's saying it's just
But it is also on fire.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say that with the attack that they made and the fire, roll me the fire damage.
Okay. What is that?
Yeah.
What is it?
2d4. So they use one of their attacks to free themselves, but they're
5.
5, okay. And then the other attack is against you, and that is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
And
So the web's gone.
the web is, well, it's burning up.
Okay.
That is 10 slashing, and I need a con save from you for 12. And on a failure, you take 4.
I got
That succeeds.
18.
Then you're good. So just the 12 slashing damage. Okay. And they are out and not on fire. Okay, and Otter. Oh, you said it did 6 damage?
Was it 5, I think?
5 damage. Okay. Otter, you're up.
Did my turn get skipped or did it not?
You went before Kree, didn't you?
I sure didn't.
Okay, go. Let's do you quick.
Okay, that guy would have been restrained at that point, right?
No, you got confused because she had a reaction.
Oh,
I
okay.
did, yes.
Okay.
Did a shitload of damage on that 20.
Yes.
Yes, yes, that's what it
Good
was.
times. Okay, so the dude's restrained in the web, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 73.
First attack. It's a 24 to
Hits.
hit. Uh, 23 damage. The first attack.
Jesus.
Second attack. So 23 to hit.
Hits.
Yep.
And you're going to get an opportunity attack right away as he attempts to move out.
Okay. Of the web?
Out of your range.
Oh. 19 damage.
Jeebus.
Nice.
And your opportunity attack.
Okay. Also at advantage if he's in the web?
No, he's just, this is regular.
Okay.
Because he just rolled free.
So 26 to hit.
It's...
Rolling real well in combat.
You see at this split second, you see the look on his face of, oh, fuck.
10, 16, 24 damage.
And as you swing, you lop off an arm, and the two blades clatter to the ground, and the snakes, and it turns back into a single stone.
I see.
So he is down.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
The big guys are next.
Otter.
Okay, bees are going to move up, attack this guy back here. 16
Hits. Hits.
for 1 damage, but
Nice.
at least they're bugging him. No pun intended.
Pun totally intended.
Right?
They're very effective bees.
Yeah, sometimes. All right, and then I'm going to take my wing clipper attacks on that dude. So, 14, 16.
Okay. Hit. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Someday I love this man, someday. Nope, I'm going to throw that on the ground. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage.
Okay.
My second one, I'm going to use my arrow of entanglement.
Who did you just hit? Did you just
Big
attack
guy.
on him too? Did sneak attack
Oh,
on him
I didn't.
Yeah, don't want to forget that sneak attack.
Yep, 4 for
Okay.
sneak attack.
Okay.
And then next is I'm going to shoot arrow of entanglement on big guy. Oh, that's horrible. 14, 15, 16.
To hit.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Is that the last one too? Alright, so arrow of entanglement, so he's entangled then.
Okay. You want to arrow his face? Entangled. Well,
Well, and then it still does the arrow damage, right?
Yep.
4, 10, 11.
Okay.
I know you gotta get going, so.
That's all right.
Still standing, but Ginko, you're up.
He's got, he's
Yeah.
got rage. He wants to kill this
Oh,
guy.
sorry. At the end of your turn,
Yeah.
you can do you should have done a wisdom save,
Okay.
a charisma save, to see if you can break the spell.
19.
I'm pretty sure that does it. So as you realize it, you drop the blade,
Yeah.
and the charisma is at 12. He does not make it.
Okay.
So the other guy wants to pick it up. Like, you
Okay.
drop it, and now he wants to pick it up.
Okay.
So it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to, since I would probably come out of the permanent rage.
You're still raged as the flames start to dwindle, but you're
Okay.
still raged.
Okay. So then I'll use this.
But your blade is over here now.
Yeah. I'm going
'Cause
to be
you
doing
flavor text.
claws, but I'm going to say I'm still in this like psycho mode, so I'm
Mhm.
going to go reckless on this.
Okay.
So 2 attacks with advantage also means advantage on me. Nat 20,
Nice.
Nice.
and that would be an 18.
They both hit,
All right.
obviously.
That 20 misses, but 18 hits.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 on the nat 20 hit.
Okay.
You didn't let Teddy roll.
And, 5 on the non.
Okay.
So. And then the start of my next turn, I would be back to normal.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, you're still raging.
Oh, okay.
Because you just hit. Okay. They are going to use their action to pick up the weapon, and like when they do, like you see the look in their eye as the flame
Yeah.
goes over it. And since they use their turn, and they can't, okay. The big guy is going to pick up some of the rubble that's on the ground in fire
Like he was destined to do.
and he is going to. He's got a penchant for throwing rocks.
Sure.
What can I say? He is going to attempt to hit you with it.
Okay.
And ooh, that's no good. That is a 21 to hit, 22 to hit.
I'm gonna throw up the shields so that this is.
That's right there. Oh, you're lucky that landed on the ground.
Oh yeah, nice.
Not reading those guys should have taken the half damage on the Spirit Guardians
Dude,
too.
when I play your character, dude, you have the checklist of fucking spells. It's like 3 pages.
Okay. Boop 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 boop. Nope. And boop 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 boop. Yep. Do 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 do. Yep. Okay. Okay. And Taylor, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm attacking the big guy that tried to attack me.
Alright, come on, Taylor.
Was a 16 hit?
Hits.
Okay, that's 2 hits. First attack is 19 damage.
19.
Yep. Second attack. Whoa. I'll get that later.
There, good. Now we're talking. Just joking. They're all fair.
24 damage the second attack.
So you reach up and you kind of like stab him in his arm,
Yeah.
right? And as he exposes himself,
Oh.
you slash him across the belly with like the reaction swing,
Mm-hmm.
and
Did
he.
drop the rock and he's holding onto his own head?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I had the wrong one.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was attacking on this next.
Yep. No. Good. My bad. That's 31 to that guy. Okay. No.
Still going?
You slash him on the belly, but he already dropped the rock on you, so he
Oh.
curls over and he prepares to pick up another rock. Okay. Kree.
Okay, well, they still have not moved out of my range, so they're going to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
DC 15.
DC 15. Nat 20.
For both of them?
Oh, for one of them. Oh yeah, that guy. 14.
Alright, good. That one's out.
Okay.
So they're going to take.
But the nat 20 takes half, right?
Yes, 3. 9. 13, so that's what, 6 damage to the one, 13 damage to the other.
You still have the birds and that kind of stuff?
No
You have guardian. Something?
Yeah, they're still
that's
floating around.
what
Okay.
he's. That's what he's.
Okay.
And then
You're so right.
I'm gonna take a
Spirit
swing
guardian,
at
that's what I'm trying to think.
the guy that's. He's entangled,
Yep.
so I mean I have advantage on him.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2 swings at him. I'm gonna swing with my quarterstaff. How about a nat 20 for that one?
Nice.
Nice.
So that is 1d8 plus 6. Sweet. With the new thing, if you allow me to use it,
Sure.
because I get savage attack, I
Mhm.
have to reroll my damage. So I rolled a 3 originally, and then I just rolled an 8. So that'll be an 8. So that's 16 plus 6 is 22.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
This is the entangled guy.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna take my quarterstaff and I'm just gonna fucking crack the side of his knee, and as he falls down, I'm just gonna lay it over the top of the head.
Okay. And he's down
And then I'm gonna
with a
turn-
tremendous thump to the ground.
Yep. And then I'm gonna turn to the other guy, and I'm gonna use my bonus action unarmed strike on him for a 18.
Hits.
Okay. 6. That's a 1. Roll it. 5. 10 damage.
more guys coming.
Okay.
I think there's.
It's
yeah.
only 6 damage. I can only use 7 thunder once
Okay.
per turn.
Okay.
Maybe we should pause at the end of this round.
So this probably will have to be my last attack here. So
Okay, so let's. I can tell the trend of where this is heading.
Mm-hmm.
So for sake of you heading out,
Mhm.
pretty quickly you the battle goes on for just a few more seconds as you slash to pieces the creature that's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you all look down the hall as Ginko is yet again just kind of playing in the entrails of his enemies. And from deep down the hall, you hear sounds of combat. And as you go to investigate, what you find is you find a cage that has a bunch of little children in it. Where did he go? A mercenary standing with the kids here as he's releasing them, and there is yet another orc corpse back that way. As you kind of just tend to this space and do your cleanup, you see some of the animals in this area, and the kids, like, they're all there. All the kids, you find out, were stolen from their parents or were taken as orphans from various other places. The mercenary is just on his way home. He's an elvish mercenary, much like yourself. He got waylaid on his path home. He got caught, and was brought here to be effectively sold off as a slave. So he thanks you for your assistance. Helps you find some of the treasure that they had stowed here. But the animals are with you.
I said the animals is exactly where Ginko's going. He's checking on those. The kids.
The animals here, none of them are very rare, and the carnival already has basically one of all of these things. And so releasing them is not really.
Just be a carny. Just hang out in the carnival as an NPC taking care of the animals.
There you go.
But yeah, that's where we end our evening.
Nice.
We kind of we get back to the entrance of the cave, and you see that there was a bit of a cave in, but with just a little bit of work, you can manage to crawl through
Meat right.
there.
Meat right.